Yo, what up, Street Talks? There, Kim. All right, some turbo thoughts. So this one is regarding our brave new society and what does that mean for us, practically speaking. So this is my thought. You know, I don't think things will ever go back to the way things used to be, and I think society is going to be profoundly changed, essentially forever. You cannot control the COVID, and you know, especially with globalization, I think things are gonna, this is my predictions for you know, some things to come. So certainly can't predict the future, but just some trends that I see. So first and foremost, like, you know, the whole like millennial, Gen Z, no, baby boomer thing was for all of us to travel, right? Like traveling is considered the apex of intellectuality and open-mindedness, blah blah. But it certainly seems that with, you know, COVID, we're starting to realize that infectious diseases is pretty bad. So, you know, certain industries I see kind of dying off, travel, you know, cruises, trains, it seems like people are going to become much more provincial and much more local. So, I mean, just the practical way I've treated it is like, yo, maybe for the next 20 years I might not actually be even able to leave the States. Nor, like, do I feel like uber comfortable like getting into an airplane with a bunch of strangers who are like coughing and licking on stuff. And even if they do find, you know, a cure or a vaccine for COVID, who knows that COVID 20 or 21 doesn't happen. Or, you know, I think the general gist is we're starting to realize that even though humans, we have so many technological marvels, surprisingly infectious disease is still something that we're kind of going to be exposed to. So my predictions is I think the future, it's going to be less physical, it's going to be more digital. So certainly any digital medias, any forms of communication, and I really think also the future, you know, mental health is going to be a bigger issue. If people are stuck indoors all day, just on social media all day, certainly that's going to be bad for people's self-esteem. And I also think of like flesh is going to be the future, which means anything related to human physiology, the body, exercise, muscles, body image, stuff like that, I think it's actually going to be really, really important. And the basic gist is, you know, because people aren't going to be walking around and moving around as much, the downside is people are going to feel more anxious, feel more depressed and stuff like that. And so, you know, like I'm personally lucky, I'm here in Providence, Rhode Island. Things are pretty chill. So, you know, I try to go out and walk around as much as I can, but you know, most people isn't like me, and also depending on where you live, your state, your country, your city, whatever, there's certainly a lot more restrictions, right? So, I mean, some thoughts. Maybe accept the fact that you might never be able to travel again. 2, things will never go back to the way things were. 3, we're going to be less embodied. Reality is going to be less about in-person things. It's going to be more digital, virtual. I think Zoom is kind of here to stay. And so for us as entrepreneurs, for us as risk takers, interesting peoples, like I do think that the future of digital education will be pretty big, which means investing more into, like, you know, for me, teaching online workshops and stuff like that. I mean, I might still do a few travel workshops here and there, but it's going to be much more of a rarity because now when you do go on a plane, there is actually like kind of a real risk for me to continue to work out, lift, stuff like that. I think it's really important. And yeah, the philosophy of fresh air. If you're in a situation where you get fresh air as much as possible, open spaces is going to be a good thing. And just knowing that your human physiology, your flesh, your body, exercise mentally and physically is going to be of utmost importance. So prioritize your body, walk as much as you can, get outdoors as much as you can. I mean, certainly you don't want to break no laws or nothing like that, but insofar much as legality allows, get as much fresh air, exercise and stuff like that, clear your mind, prioritize your body, get strong and swole, and also realize that even though this brave new world, there's lots of downsides, there's also lots of new exciting opportunities. Once again, you know, I'm kind of doubling down on doing like online stuff, you know, more videos, blogs, vlogs, audio stuff, beats and stuff like that. So right now could truly be your time to thrive as a digital entrepreneur. And If you want to learn more about entrepreneurship, just Google Eric Kim entrepreneurship or Google Eric Kim blog. Kind of poke around, start your own website, bluehost.com, start your own YouTube channel, start your own podcast. For podcasts, I like to use anchor.fm or you can download the Anchor app. Just keeps it super simple. And yeah, I think digital media, philosophy, art, and the body is the future.